So I, for many years, was sexually abused by a very close family friend, and I suffered in every way possible. I had post-traumatic stress, I had anxiety, depression, insomnia. I suffered in many, many ways, physically, emotionally, behaviorally. I changed. I went from making good grades to failing, and so what's important to understand about this crime is the effects that children and youth suffer, the consequences, and what it does to the body, the mind, and the soul. And so having gone through a child advocacy center where I live, I was able to receive counseling and hope and healing and freedom from that.
What gives you the strength and the courage every single day to wake up and be a face of this movement and such a public advocate of this law?
I see very clearly the hope that it brings, the light, the inspiration, and do I dare even say joy? There's joy in this work because there's joy when you can see evil and its damage destroyed. And so for me, it's a beautiful thing when a child does make an outcry or a youth does make an outcry, because then that healing process can start.
And what does it mean to you to be such a public advocate?
For me, I feel like it's a lot less about me, and it's more for what this means for other survivors. Because I do know and I do understand how difficult it is to be seen as a face for this in the public eye. And so to show others that you can have a beautiful life and you can live an unapologetic life about what you went through without shame, fear, or blame, to me, it's worth it to be a face to show people that they don't have to live their life in shame any longer.
For those who might not know, what do you think the biggest difference between being a victim and being a survivor is?
So when you're a victim, it points to that moment in time, in that incident where something happened. So a victim is really past tense. When you move into survivorship, you are looking at the present and you are looking at choices for your future.
And what do you hope for the future of this law and just in general child advocacy?
I think that this bill is going to send a message of being a priority. I believe that child protection is actually very simple. It's not complicated at all. It's very simple. Do you prioritize your own agenda or your own to-do list, or do you prioritize the child or the youth first? And so this is going to send a clear message that child sexual abuse will not be tolerated in the state of Texas or in our country. And so we are coming for all of those survivors that feel that they are in deep despair or are in deep hopelessness. This is a message of freedom and peace and hope for them, that they can be healed and that they can live a beautiful life.
And how would you describe the support that you've received from the East Texas community specifically?
I am very grateful for this Child Advocacy Center and for the East Texas community. I'm from the Dallas area, but being here feels like being back home. And the community has just been so welcoming and so warm and so open to hearing this message and so open to, doing whatever that they need to do to protect its children. So it's very refreshing and it's very encouraging to be here and to see Congressman Nathaniel Moran take this legislation and go 100%, not backing down and making sure that children are a priority and their safety is a priority means the world to me.
Is there anything else that you would like to add, anything that I didn't touch on?
Well, there's a lot there. There's a whole message of hope there. But no, I think today is a day to focus on hope, that there are people, there are communities, there are organizations like the Child Advocacy Center that will stand beside survivors and hope for them and fight for them when they can't fight for themselves.
And if need be, would you make your way to DC to advocate?
Absolutely. I can't wait to make my voice heard there.